Andy Warhol's The Scream, after Munch, from 1984, is one of those pieces that I think shows that Warhol understood not only his place in the art world, but his sort of steeping in graphic design and communication. The image is not an exact duplicate, but near, of The Scream, Edvard Munch's famous image. But the colors are turned pastel, neon, bright, amped up. And that's really important because in 1984, that was the color palette of everything you were seeing in graphic design, in magazine. In particular, in architecture even, you were seeing that everywhere. Neon was making a massive comeback for the first time really since the 60s. You were seeing excessively bright colors, particularly in clothing, fashion design. And this idea, and if you look at it, it shows definitely the silk-screened method with sort of ghosts images. Almost like when you are looking at a neon piece, you see the image of the tubing sort of projected back onto the back glass usually. This piece screams of the 1980s, pun minorly intended, but it also does something very impressive. It shows how deeply Warhol understood where painting was going. And at this point, some of the biggest names in the world were doing images that were more or less graphic design that were actually being included into the art world. I'm thinking here of Patrick Nagel. And while we did have people like Jeff Koons and Julian Schnabel coming up with another idea concept, which lightly touches upon this, it was really the works of these more graphic designed, and in some cases what they called the Neo Geo painters, who were bringing up this idea of graphic design as an element within the art world. And Warhol had been doing that for decades. This painting is remarkable. And it really makes it all hold together the idea that Warhol was pushing, that art can be both of the moment, which is the color palette and presentation of this work, but still be attached to the history of art, as in the subject of this work.